Welcome back, guys, to yet another interesting video from MindAlchemy. Our topic today is why our brain remembers insults more than the praise and how do we fix it. A very rampant issue in our lives today where we hold on to our insults for longer and we hardly remember any praise. In fact, we do not even praise people as much as we insult them, right? So, if something like this happens to us, how do we handle this? How do we fix this, right? Now let's begin and tell me, have you ever noticed that you can receive 10 compliments in a day, but one small insult in that day sits in your mind like a thorn? Someone says, "Hey, good job today. Nice work." You handle that well, and you smile, appreciate it, and move on. You don't even register that compliment for longer than a day, perhaps at max. But when another person says, you could have done this better, or you always mess this part, and suddenly your whole night is ruined. Why? Why does your brain hold on to the negativity so tightly and brush off positivity so easily? Well, there's a specific scientific reason. Actually, three powerful reasons. And today, I'm going to tell you why this happens, how it affects your confidence, and most importantly, how to break the cycle so insults stop controlling your mood. So let's begin the day. The very first reason is something called negativity bias. Your brain is not designed for happiness. It's designed for survival. Thousands of years ago, remembering a danger, a snake bite, a fall, an attack, was far more important than remembering a compliment. Your brain evolved to treat every negative event as important information, a possible threat, something to store, analyze, and never forget. So when someone insults you or criticizes you, your brain reacts like it has detected a danger. But compliments? Your brain considers them safe, pleasant, but not important for survival. They do not register in your memory for long. And this bias makes insults stick harder and longer. Now, the second reason is even more fascinating. Studies show that social rejection activates the same part of the brain that responds to physical pain. Yes, insults actually hurt your brain. They fire the same neural circuits that physical injury would. This is why criticism feels sharp, humiliation feels heavy, and negative comments replay in your mind like a broken record. Your brain treats insults like pain, so it keeps revisiting them to avoid any future injury. Now, here is where things get worse. Once an insult is registered, your mind enters a loop. Something triggers the memory, you replay the insult, you feel the pain, your brain tries to solve it, which makes you think even more about it. This loop can continue for hours, and even days. And the more you replay an insult, the more deeply your brain stores it. Like a groove that keeps getting deeper each time you revisit it. So now this brings us to understand, how do we fix this? How do we ensure that insults do not stay in our mind for longer? Right? So there are four science-backed techniques that actually work. Technique one is called name the emotion, which means when you get insulted, instead of reacting, say in your mind, "Oh, this is embarrassment. This is hurt. This is a disappointment." So you are actually labeling that emotion, and labeling the emotion activates the prefrontal cortex of your mind, which is the logical part of your brain. This reduces the emotional load by 40 to 50%, which means you're not getting there to emotionally attach yourself to that insult. Your brain shifts from feeling the pain to observing the pain, right? Now we come to technique 2, which is called the distance technique, right? Talk to yourself in third person. Instead of saying, "Why did they insult me?" rather say, "Why did they insult Rahul?" Which means think of yourself in the third person. This small change creates psychological distance. It reduces emotional intensity and helps you see the situation objectively. This technique is used by athletes, CEOs, and even Navy SEALs world over, and this really works. Now, there is technique 3 called the praise journal. Your brain forgets compliments because you don't store them. So, there's a simple hack. Every night, revise, rewind, or write down 3 good things someone said to you, or 3 things you did really well. Within 21 days, your brain becomes more balanced. It starts to weigh positive feedback properly. Instead of treating insults like heavy rocks, it starts to look at the positivity in your life, right? Now, coming over to technique 4, which is like reframing the insult. See, most insults say more about the person giving them than about you. So, when somebody is insulting you, try saying, is this critique useful? Am I really getting something out of this insult? If yes, internalize the lesson. If not, release it. This simple question instantly filters noise from wisdom. See, your brain is really powerful, but it's like an old software. It needs guidance, it needs training. And at the moment you understand why insults stick, you begin to take back the control, right? So try at least one technique today and see the difference. If you found this helpful, follow Mind Alchemy for more psychological insights to help you think better, work smarter, and live calmer.